it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Let's play it again.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll run with Etienne.
This is too easy right here.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Etienne, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bunker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yeah, I wanted to play. We were reaching. But we was hoping we didn't get it yet.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
There,
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphreys, and it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Devontae Smith deep to return. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they call a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
He fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't
You know what that just did,
throw
right
late
there?
down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kenneth Murray able to drop him for the loss of a couple. Jackson looking to throw on third. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Eluding the pressure
You
right.
picked a regular play, Big Dave?
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. Third down here.
Where you had heard that shit at?
Out of the gun, Fields. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
10 more there and another first down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. These two teams all tied after one. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Fields. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
You gotta love it, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 25 on second down, Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Jackson completes it to Hardman. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He had that in there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and it's going to be incomplete. He's able to catch it there on the right side. But out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's a screen to Richard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Elijah Moore there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it. But we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 163 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A handoff running left, Richard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On the ground, Richard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Five yards remain on second down. Now a handoff to Richard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. Flushed out right.
My God.
The end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down.
Fake.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, he'll air this one deep. That is is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a gate now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Oh, man.
That's a Packers touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Got in.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That nigga said, go get your super. Right, man. Any speed sped up and everything.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 35 on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Nigga just be right up in the middle of the field. He just fed that motherfucker all to the ground.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard got some room at the 30. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Richard, 84 yards. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf for the divisional round of the playoffs.
You scored 7-0, I said it in my head. I said I was just going to say, I was just trying to see if it worked.
They did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense.
Since we know it worked, we can get there next year.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right.
Yeah, I wonder why that.
If you like that,
and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That's good for 28 yards. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's head.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that
you
won,
only good as
and
the last
rightly
win,
so.
right?
They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
You say what? Was that an upset? You didn't just hear what I just told you? I'm just asking you. If you would have heard what I just told you, wouldn't no point in you asking that.
Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me.
You know, we could build how we want to build. I know this shit work.
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up.
Every time. Just like an asshole, excuses is everywhere.
When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to come faring down the Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray